Right, good morning. Welcome to my next vlog. Now, if you remember, my last one was regarding taking delivery of my Katran order. One of those products was the Comodo Chaincore leader material, which, like I said, I'm very impressed with. But one of my concerns was whether I'd be able to use it in conjunction with a helicopter setup with the heli safe system and no trace beads. So this morning I've dug out my tackle box. I'm going fishing tomorrow, hopefully, if not Wednesday. Today's the 6th of November. So I just want to try to tie up a couple of helicopter rigs, leaders with the Chaincore and the safe zone or Korda Heli safe and the no trace system. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is remove a section of the chain. I would say, yeah, that should be enough, probably about 4 inches. Let's trim that. That's simple enough. Now this is going to be the tricky bit to try and get. So what I've done there as well, you may have noticed, I just tied a knot in the leader before I stripped it, and what that does, that just stops me pulling the core out of more than that's actually required. So this is going to be the tricky bit. That's even worse when your tackle box you can't see this because this is on my sofa, but I've just left, oh man, micro rig swivels everywhere. Oh, the wife's going to kill me. Oh god, there's another one. And another one. Anyway, the joys. Anyway, so here we go. So I've got a no trace little sleeve. So because that's going to be facing up the leader, I need to go in through the thin end. And this is just an ESP splicing needle. So we've just got that on there. Okay, it's quite simple. Now I always find if you fray a little bit of any sort of material, it does pull through things easier, especially if you're splicing. So I should just push that on, using quite a bit of saliva and moisture. Oh, that's pulled on there quite nicely. Now it's a case of getting it over the bit, obviously where the chain is. How easy is that going to be? Oh, blimey. I needn't have worried. That's pulled on there really easily. Fantastic. That fits. Right, let's have a look at the beads. Then we put a bead on. Okay, yeah, so the bead is tight. Just remember that was dry. So just try it with a bit. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. That comes off there quite nicely. Well, there you go. That's my worry answered. Sweet. So I can actually use the rig that I like to use with this Comodo stuff as well. Like I said, my concern was my camera's really playing around with the focus. My worry was I wouldn't be able to use this sort of helicopter type setup with this, but I needn't have worried. Okay, so next stage, put the cap on, put the spring on, so put the end piece in, or the middle section. Just realised I haven't got a swivel out for this yet. Let's have a look in here. Do I have any? Yep, there's one. So the way to splice this Chaincore is by going up, finding the end of where the core is inside the leader itself, where you cut it, and then up about 5 to 7 mil up. Oh, then put your splicer needle down. Try not to come out of it like I've just done there. Right, I'm going to have to start that again. So 5 to 7 mil up the chain. If I take my time, it'll probably be a bit easier. There you go. Right. Push that down. Out of the materials. There. Get the half swivel. Put that on. Put it up the splice. Out of the top. Make sure that's nice and tight on the swivel. Trim that back a little bit. Trim it back a little bit more actually. Right, so, and then what that does, because I started the splice actually on the chain itself, there's no flat spot. It just goes from chain to the splice. What happens if you splice and you come out before the start of the chain, when you pull it tight, it does create a flat spot. If you're doing it that way, that's spliced nicely. It's a case of just pulling the swivel into there, making sure that's all nice and flexible. Put the cap in, give that a twist, and there you go. It works. So now I'm just going to get another 3 or 4 of these tied up. I've done 4 leaders the other day with leg clips, so I'm going to do myself 4 leaders with the helicopter setup, and then I'm good to go, ready for my time on the bank. I will also be showing some rigs and bits, as in what I'm going to be using within that session. I'll do a few more videos possibly while I'm out on the bank as well. So for those of you who had any concerns with that, me included, regarding using the Comodo with the helicopter setup, considering, like I say, it's £80 brake, quite a thick leader, that works fine with the no trace beads, the no trace system, and the Korda Heli safe. Another thumbs up from me.